Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net with your flying forecast for the weekend. It's Thursday the 7th of March. Unfortunately this weekend not looking great for flying. Saturday looks like low cloud and rain. Sunday not looking particularly great either, becoming colder. Might be one to get your brownie points in. This is the chart for Saturday, and this is 12 o'clock on Saturday. You see the fronts lying through the British Isles, mainly across the Midlands, across the northern parts of England, across Ireland, southern Scotland too. But just notice the area of rain that's associated with those fronts. So I think we're going to be looking at bases probably of around 12 to 1500 feet with those fronts. And also we've got to consider an increased risk of icing as freezing levels drop across northern England and Scotland. Just out of the worst of the conditions down towards the southwest here, maybe a little bit better, but even here there could be some low cloud bases, probably about 1500 to 2500 feet, but could be down lower than that at times as rain sets in. And this is the weather forecast chart, so the actual weather forecast from weatheronline.co.uk. It's from the GFS model for Saturday morning. The green symbol showing us where there's rain, the blue symbol showing us where there's snow. And it really is probably going to be within this sort of area here that we're going to be into, really into non-VFR conditions within that zone. You see less rain down towards the southwest, and it's there where I think we could get some flying in, particularly early on. Not going to be great, probably just local flying, but if you need to do some circuits, it's probably okay. It's just a case really of just checking on those cloud bases. For the afternoon on Saturday, weather looks like this. Again, it's going to be within this zone here. I think that we're going to be into non-VFR conditions. Notice the snow coming in across southern Scotland, northern parts of England as well. Many over high ground, but getting out to low levels too. And probably some heavier bursts of rain and snow around parts of Yorkshire running down to Lincolnshire too, so really just not pleasant, and really I think some severe icing in there too. Again, down towards the southwest, so looking a little bit better, increased bases, probably only localised flying, and the bases dropping off at times. I suppose we should mention as well that northern Scotland doesn't look too bad either, with the cloud bases there probably rising. Best of the conditions Saturday, there, far northwestern parts of Scotland, higher bases there, and generally dry but feeling pretty cold. Now, you know I bang on a lot about Scooties, so I just wanted to show you this. This is the forecast Scooty for Saturday. I'm going to be running a webinar on these very soon, so if you don't understand them, just bear with me, because you learn as you listen, don't you? So just bear with me if you don't necessarily understand them. Essentially what they're showing is a height there and temperature there across the bottom of the chart. So what we look for is where temperature, which is the red line, and dew point, which is the blue line, touch. That shows us an area of cloud. And this is the forecast for Bristol on Saturday at midday. And it's given us cloud bases in here at about 925 millibars, which is around about the 2,500 to 3,000 foot mark. So generally not too bad down there. Freezing levels in here at about 800 millibars, which is 5,000 to 6,000 feet. So not too bad. You've just got to watch for the cloud lowering at times to 1,500 feet. In outbreaks of rain. So that's what I mean about southern parts of Wales, the far southwest of England, perhaps being okay. This is the Scooty now for Birmingham, and you can see there the blue and the red line much closer together, indicating that really we could find outbreaks of rain throughout the day. The thickest of the cloud down at about 950 millibars, so down at about 2,000 feet, but that base lowering to 1,500 feet in times, and that's quite a wet ascent. So that's showing us really that it's non-VFR with wet conditions there. Freezing levels at Birmingham at about 6,000 feet too, but they will be decreasing very slowly during the course of the afternoon. You really do have to head quite far north in order to get out of the cloud. This is the forecast for Aberdeen. Bases here about 925 millibars again, so about 3,000 to 4,000 feet. But you can see how it opens out here. So the cloud is relatively thin. You can get above it at around 4,000 to 4,500 feet. So much better conditions there. But freezing levels are much lower. Freezing level at Aberdeen on Saturday is virtually near the surface. It's around 500 to 600 feet. So you've got to cope there with getting through that cloud of potential icing, but you will get on top. So as you can see there, Saturday really not a great day for flying across much of the country. But what of Sunday? Well, Sunday looks better, but much colder air coming in. This is the pressure chart with high pressure up to the north. We've got low pressure down to the south, and we've got this east or northeasterly flow coming in. Now, what's interesting here is that you can see on the precipitation forecast how it's kind of down this eastern coast that see most of any precipitation, and also just some precipitation associated with this front as it moves southeastwards. So west is best for sunny, but really the message is it's going to be a cold day, and I think the risk of icing increases significantly. Here's a forecast from the GFS, lots of blue on there indicating the snow. These are snow showers running down these eastern coasts, but some more persistent snow at times. Also an area of more persistent snow associated with that occluded front. It moves southwards through the Midlands, through parts of East Anglia too. Although again, notice on Sunday morning how the far southwest is better, although I think even here cloud bases will have lowered. For the afternoon, still got snow showers, some of these heavy and frequent down these eastern coasts into the Midlands, into central southern parts of England, but better down towards the far southwest, and certainly these western areas faring best of all as far as the weather on Sunday is concerned. I think we just got to watch for severe icing risk, particularly given those showers towards the east. I don't think it's going to be a great day for flying anyway down the eastern half of the country into parts of the Midlands, into parts of central southern England. West is certainly better. And the forecast QTs for Sunday looking something like this. This is the forecast QT for Bristol. This is for midday on Sunday, and you can see how we've got bases in about 900 millibars, so it's coming in bases probably there at about 3,500 feet, but we've got a gap here, look, between the dew point to the left and the temperature to the right, indicating you can get on top. Generally it's stratocumulus, that's the stratocumulus signature there. So overall it's not looking too bad down in the far southwest, although as I said, early morning probably going to be seeing more in the way of low cloud, but it should lift during the course of the day. Freezing levels much lowered though. Freezing level is in here at around about the 975 millibar mark, so that's going to be down at 400 or 500 feet at Bristol on Sunday, something just to be aware of. Heading further north, this is the prediction for Birmingham. No, it's not. This is the prediction for Manchester. For midday on Sunday, and again you can see we've got this dry slot on top here. Base is sitting in at around about 900 millibars, so going from about 3,500 feet up to around about 5,000 feet here, and then we clear above. But freezing level is virtually is down almost to the surface. This is the chart for Newcastle for the same time. More in the way of cloud here. It's a more unstable look to the profile here, and I do think there will be some snow showers coming in. Probably not all of them, not heavy, and they may not be that frequent. But and the reason for me saying not so frequent is because of this little nose of air that's in here. That's warmer air, and also this is quite dry air that's in here. But there will be those snow showers around. And on the forecast QT here, you can see we're kind of going from a base of around about 900 millibars up to tops of around 750 millibars. So it's about a 9,000 foot top on there. So it's just been aware of those snow showers. And then finally, this is London for midday on Sunday. So this is the forecast QT for London, and this showing us with the freezing levels down at around the surface again. We've got cloud in between about 900 millibars and up to around 850 millibars, so we've got about 4,000 or 5,000 foot depth of cloud. It looks slightly more unstable. Again, I think there will be some snow showers coming in from the east, although this is quite dry air above, but those snow showers are going to be there. So I think Sunday just looks to me to be a local flying day out towards the east, a better flying day out towards the west, but cold for all, and icing to be aware of, with quite a strong northeasterly flow for all of us, and certainly feeling bitterly cold. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're flying this weekend, hopefully that's been useful for you. Don't forget, weatherweb.net is kept free of charge by you coming back and using the adverts around the screen and using the site regularly. So once again, thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining.